What off my face? Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome. Welcome to this wonderful edition of Bystanders at the Newsstands. I am Christian Chuku on this wonderful edition of the program. Today is a wonderful day, a new week in the city of Lagos. A big welcome to everyone that is watching us wherever you are in Nigeria, Africa, and also in the diaspora. Welcome to this wonderful edition of the program Bystanders at the Newsstands. It's Hamatan here in Lagos State. I would say we are here on the streets to get Nigerians talking on the topical issues we have this morning. And I would say I have my committed reviewers here this morning. I'm here to do justice to the newspaper headlines. I have Mr. Chigozie, I have Mr. Charles, and also Ubong is here this morning. So David also, they're here to do justice to the topical issues that we have to talk about this morning. Let me go straight to the newspaper we have for today. We are going to be reading most of the papers this morning. Most of the papers we are going to be reading this morning. Let me start with the first news newspaper. 20 killed in Borno as Kaduna deaths rise to 38. 20 killed in Borno State as Kaduna deaths rise to 38. El Rufai worried. Federal government condemns attacks. Thousands of villagers displaced. Thousands of villagers displaced. Again, 8 die in Bauchi auto crash. Again, 8 die in Bauchi auto crash. Barely a week after 16 passengers were burnt to death. Many rescued as operatives raid kidnappers' den in Taraba State. Many rescued as operatives raid kidnappers' den in Taraba State. We disbursed 100 billion naira in 5 years to support businesses. Like from the federal government, we disbursed 100 billion naira in 5 years to support businesses. Buhari's refusal to sign electoral bill dangerous to democracy. Buhari's refusal to sign electoral bill dangerous to democracy. That from CSOs. NDLEA arrests pregnant woman with 1.442 kg of skunk. NDLEA arrests pregnant woman with 1.442 kilogram of skunk. Let's go straight to the news director paper this morning. Omicron variant. Nigeria records 828 new cases. Nigeria records 828 new cases. UK government monitors data, begins visa processing for Nigerians. Rivers records highest figure as federal government wants 60 citizens to take responsibility for their health. Kaduna massacre. Buhari condemns killings, orders security forces to destroy terrorists. As Ogun State promises enabling environment, good governance for private sector. Daily Independent this morning. Experts warn federal government against increasing taxes, tariffs in 2022. Experts warn federal government against increasing taxes, tariffs in 2022. In 2022, we are in a war situation in Nigeria. IU PDP chairman, we are in a war situation in Nigeria. That is from IU PDP chairman. Ground handling core science part spell out sanction for violators. Okay. Let's go to the Inquirer this morning. Outrage as FCTA destroyed 305 million worth of bikes. Outrage as FCTA destroys 305 million naira worth of bikes. Insensitive, no economic sense. Residents saying that it is insensitive, no economic sense. General Magoro to Buhari, that's the Vanguard this morning. You can end insecurity within 6 months. You can end insecurity within 6 months. Says Buhari should act like when he was GOC. Buhari should act like when he was GOC. No strategic military alliance with China, Russia, others necessary. Notes that strategic military alliance with China, Russia, others very necessary. Nigeria in war situation, PDP declares. Herdsmen attacks, Autumn laments high number of orphans in Benue State. Governor Autumn of Benue State laments high number of orphans in that state. Kuka is saying that this morning, I won't stop speaking against injustice, but governance. 58 killed by bandits Boko Haram in Kaduna, Borno State. 58 killed by bandits Boko Haram in Kaduna, Borno State. Electoral bill. Will National Assembly override Buhari? Will National Assembly override Buhari? Let's have. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
You know you are prepared with your cap this morning.
Yes, I'm fully ready this morning because today is my birthday, as I told you.
Okay,
today is my birthday. If anybody don't want to wish me, God, I open my cap, pray for me, let me live long, and let me have money to celebrate. If it's president now, you see both the dog and meat, everything will be president. Happy birthday. Now, God, I give him my hand and everything to you. Today is my happy birthday. Today is my birthday, 20th of December, 2021. Happy birthday to me and my family. My name is Lucky Eyaguna. I don't know Lagos. New season, beginning of good thing happen to all of us. And those who are watching me, may God bless you. You celebrate your birthday with your family and long life. As you are watching me now, thank you very much. Yes.
Okay, Tinubu has been advised to step down for a younger candidate. But Swaga, the Swaga coalition, they are reacting and responding, saying that it is insensitive of some people to say such.
You go and check those Swaga. You find out they are young people, the youth. They are being polluted. They are youth.
They are
like
youth.
Me, yes.
Swaga.
Go and check them. Check them. They are youth. You can see the youth are not ready to take the mandate. Obasanjo have been advising them. The youth should stand up, take your right. Obama did the same thing. So now the youth, I don't think they are ready to take the mandate. They are still coming for Tinubu. With the years, if you check Tinubu age with Buhari age, almost go to 80. And if in abroad, when you are 90, 80, you still do well. Follow the constitution. But in Nigeria, whether they're youth, whether they're old, they behave like tout. Nobody follow constitution. Our constitution is not working here.
But you support the younger candidate?
I support the younger candidate, but the problem I have with the younger candidate is that most of them behave like these old men. Old men are better than them, some of them. I give you an example like the Kogi governor. He's a young man, but see the way he's not doing anything.
I say it's not about being young or
it's not about being young. It's determination to work, determination to go around and look what are the people needed. When they are campaign, that is where they go around. But after campaign, you don't see them anymore. So I believe Tinubu should relax, step down, allow the younger age to continue the mandate. I believe that most of these old men, they won't sit down because the younger people don't have money to rule. They will still use money. Yes. Where did they? So how much does he have? They will have to have money.
How did Fela Duro come out?
Look, they don't have money. You know how much for pump? They are talking about billions. Why would they get billions? So they will still go back to the old man. I'm still telling you, it's going to be Atiku versus Tinubu. I'm telling you the truth. Go and write it down.
Okay, you can end insecurity within 6 months.
To really think, is there for the people or for the anti-people or for themselves? Because every day, what we are hearing is killing. It's killing.
58 killed by bandits Boko Haram in Kaduna.
Yes, I said it now. This will stop until president step aside. If president step aside today, I believe just give us about just 6 months or 1 year. You see, this will change.
Not a general.
Forget a general, no general. Yaradua was not a general. Yaradua was not a general. A general, thank God, the advisor, Mogono, is telling president, use your way, the way you. The man is old. The man is sick. He can't do nothing. professor that is advising Buhari, what is your own job? What did he do there? He's a general. He's a retired army. All of them has failed. We don't need to speak grammar here. I'm not here to speak grammar because today is my birthday. I am going to say the truth. I am not here to speak. We have a lot of professors in Nigeria here. A professor that cannot manufacture matches. So a general that cannot even know what is going on in his area. So it's not a general. Buhari is not a general. I didn't know how managed they become general. During that time, the guy was not wake up. They were just giving themselves general. I don't understand me. So I don't think Buhari have anything to offer. He should just give it to.
He has 6 months.
6 months.
He has more than 6 months.
He has more than 6 months. Please, please, I beg him to just hand over to Osibanjo for this 6 months. You see, this we can.
The people are saying that Osibanjo is docile.
I'm one of them who say Osibanjo is docile. But I could remember when President traveled to 6 months, Osibanjo used there, everything was calm. The bandit, everything was calm. Because I saw a Christian praying, but now I don't know why Osibanjo cannot act. It's just a mere spread tire. But at least when Atiko was there with Obasanjo, Atiko was doing well. Atiko is a civilian. He's a retired customer, custom a civilian. He did well. I don't know Osibanjo should quiet. Can him advise the president the way Magunu is advising the president? But by the grace of God, this government will disagree themselves and do the right thing, which the Magunu is doing now, telling president that you have a right in 6 months to stop this Boko Haram. So that's what is happening. All I believe is that president is not doing well at all. They should advise him the way this Maguru is advising him. Let the vice president advise the president, go arrest. I will do the needful because the country is crying now. This is Christmas time for us to be celebrating. All we hear, we're hearing kill him. Mostly Kaduna. When Erufai was the minister of FCT, he did well. But the moment that he came in to governance, Erufai started making entrances. The way he's talking today is the one receiving the end.
Yeah, he's complaining about the killings.
Why is he complaining about the killing? During 2015 or 19 election, he said if Jonathan win, bloodbath will go around. But today, he is the one receiving the bloodbath. Today, he has no right to complain because he never support good thing. He never support peace. So when you don't support peace, peace will not reign in your family.
Okay, let's look at electoral bill. Buhari snub National Assembly declines assent.
Buhari, I said it that Buhari is going to do that because Buhari doesn't know anything about electoral. The election that brought Buhari to power when Gula was there was perfect. And when Buhari came in, he said, I am going to work on top of that election bill. But today, the political wicked people have advised him not to sign the bill. Now, National Assembly too, they are weak. They say if president died, then too will die.
They are talking tough. Lawmakers talk tough.
Which lawmakers? These are PDP lawmakers. Is it Lawan? Is it Bajamiala? You call youth? All these people are women. I'm telling the truth, except the opposition who are talking tough. You don't forget that Senate president and Bajamiala said, I will protect the president in all costs. So I don't think I'm going to get everything for National Assembly. They are weak. They can't act. The best thing, let Nigerians get up and drop all of them out of that place. They could do the Senate president, could do the president, and take that mandate. That's the only way. He can't sign because that thing is going to go for them. APC want to continue power. He cannot work. Let the youth get up and drop it. After all, they're in recession now. Are you aware? Yes, they have gone. And president, if they have the Nigeria mandate, nothing wrong resuming 24 hours, and better the president. I get to be.
Yeah.
That is what we want this time around now. This remaining years or remaining month of this December, we should take something good. The president should take something good for us. We should be smiling, not weeping, under this APC led by President Mohamed Buhari and his team.
Lastly, there are complaints about the high price of transportation, both air and land. From here to Umuahia is 15,000.
What do you expect now? What do you expect? He always like that.
From here to Enugu,
he always like that. We still
100,000.
It's still going to increase. The reason is that why? The moment they say they want to increase fuel, and you know Nigeria, the moment that you measure increasement of anything, Nigeria will wake up, the next day they will increase because you have no government to monitor price fees. Everybody can just wake up, increase anything like, not only fuel, not only transportation, anything buyable, anything eatable. Everything has gone far. The meaning is that this man is pushing us to war. But that's why you see a lot of kidnapping. This time around, is those who cannot work, go and steal. Is those who cannot eat, go and die. Those who sick, die in the hospital. A woman just died this morning very close to my area. Why? Because he has no medical care. Just malaria, typhoid, killed the woman. He has the children are vagabond. Nothing. Likewise, how it's happening all over Nigeria. This time around, people are looking where you hold 100,000 naira, 100,000 can feed your family, can do anything. Electricity, people, let me give an example now. Go to rural area, it's the worst. People are dying like a chicken because you have a president who is a massive wealth against 2023.
A massive wealth?
Yes. This he traveled to Turkish, ask him what came, the Nigeria came. Let us go there and celebrate birthday. And with his wife and his family. And we are here lamenting. So what I'm saying is that this president have killed Nigerians. He doesn't know how to rule. A father that cannot rule, cannot advise his children is not the president. He cannot even address us. We expect it to even address the nation. Address us, we have hope. It's not giving us hope. If they're not giving us hope, they are telling the children, go and steal, kill yourself. That's what is happening. That's why I see kidnapping every day. I don't imagine a bishop, Boko Haram arrested the bishop, using cane, flogging the bishop, and this bishop was saying, please, they are paid $20,000. They are paid $20,000, please. You see, things are happening. May God forgive this particular government in power because they are wrong. Be there. I blame Nigerian youth who are sleeping. So I am saying these are very expensive. Yam, very expensive. Rice, very expensive. I pray God should just shake this country for just 1 hour. This to be better. So my name is Oki Eyaguna. Today is my birthday. I know Nigeria don't know how to celebrate the way it is. They don't care.
You need to bring your cake.
My where be money to buy cake? Where money to buy cake, my brother? Well, may God bless you. Those who will wish me happy birthday. Long life to you people. You are blessed.
Thank you very much.
Happy Merry Christmas in advance.
Okay.
Everybody, thank you.
Good morning. I have Mr.
Yeah,
good morning,
good morning, Christian, and to SM viewers. Compliments of the season. And to my brother and comrades, Lucky, happy birthday. May God grant your earnest desires as you mark 1 year plus today. You see, and even the Flip TV are not wishing anybody birthday, let alone to at least organize, even though it's a micro cake.
We are in recession.
Micro cake. It's very well. What is up there?
We have Buhari complaining bitterly about the killings in Kaduna and also the Kaduna state governor. They are complaining bitterly.
Buhari complaining bitterly to who?
Just that.
To you, as a journalist, or to
President Muhammad Buhari has condemned the renewed terrorist killings in Kaduna State, saying that the gruesome nature of recent incidents in Kauran, Power, Market, and Ruha of Biasu ward of Giwa local government area have made him particularly sad, and the killings unacceptable.
This was drafted by Feni Adesina. It was not Buhari's personal opinion. So it's his political aides that drafted that. Buhari is a heartless person and could not even have any sense of feeling or empathy. So it is not Buhari. It's very unfortunate. I will slap you if you don't get out of my place. Think I'm joking. So what I'm saying is the reality is Feni Adesina and the media person that drafted that. So the Buhari I know, of course, is a heartless man, and not just the killing across Kaduna. What about the Jos residents? Where over 70 communities has been overrun and overtaken by the Fulani jihadists, reoccupied by the Fulanis. Nobody is talking about that. I had an information yesterday where people were discussing that about over 70 youths were killed in Imo State. 70 youths that the military are raiding the community, and when they come across, once you are 15 years plus, they will tag you ESN. This is what is happening down in Imo State. And Buhari said he was going to exterminate the Igbo race. And you can see him doing that consistently and without anybody calling him to order. The traditional rulers are not talking. I see the governor making some silly noise in the channel television that some youths they paraded we are roasting human beings. You see, you know the Nigerian system. They can fabricate whatever they think and allege somebody, and those guys have nobody to speak for them. You see, is it a crime? Look at this. Of course, this is vacation, and some varsity students are coming home. During my varsity days, after the end of the program, I will return to my village to relax. Just imagine if I'm part of Osu local government and just to relax and get my nerves relaxed, and the security men will be invading, searching, conducting search home by home, house by house. When they see any youth, they pick him up, and that becomes a verdict. Without even giving the person opportunity to express himself, you tag him, you allege him to be ESN, to be whatever you think, to be kidnapper. This is the kind of country we found ourselves. How far can this go? Any country that is, or society that is built on injustice, that is built on cruelty, that is established on
Standard.
not just double standard, established on the blood of the innocent, can never survive, can never strive. That is just an example of what Nigeria represents. You are telling me that Buhari he condemned what? He's happy with the development because the more people are killed, the more he embezzles money that is meant for the developmental side and for the people. You see, look at the economic activities have been disrupted, not just in Kaduna, in Zamfara and Sokoto. You can see the level of killing. How many times has Buhari come to visit those locations where there are massacres? How many times? That is how you can read the body language of a person who is interested in how in his own people. Excuse, can you sit, please? You can understand that if you are a president, you preside over a nation, and there are natural or, of course, a human disaster which claims the life of your supposed citizens, and you didn't show up, what does that suggest? Whether you flew to Turkey and you are celebrating your birthday, what does that make? That keep on expending our common wealth. That is our resources. You see, Buhari, as poor as it is, because he's poor. When you check what belongs to, like, if somebody is sick and a money was given for you through you as a channel to give to somebody, and you take that money, you withhold that money, you do not release that money or remit it to the appropriate person, then you are more sick than the person. You are more poor. Your money was given to extend to somebody, and you think that you can corner the money. The person is poor. So Buhari is poor. Celebrating his birthday or not, of course, his presence is not felt. So his absence means nothing. That is just about the reality, and the very unfortunate.
Issue with the person of Buhari or the system?
The person of Buhari in the first place, then the system, of course, encouraged him to carry out such a level of fanaticism, bigotry, and get away with it. You see, borrowing money on behalf of the unborn generation or support generation, if actually they have future. You see, mortgaging the destiny and the future of the unborn people, and even those alive, is that how to live? Without any commensurate, you will be flying across. You see that, of course, Alana Tusi also. Also, you cannot stay where you are governing, where you preside as a president. You can't stay there for 1 month. You are just touring the whole continent of the world, and nothing to show for us. To show up, nothing to show for that. For all the trips you have been backing.
Okay. Let's talk about the electoral bill has been rejected by the president. We are expecting the lawmakers to override him. Let me get your position.
You see, that is a person. That's why I said is a tyrant personality. You see, living a luxurious life at the expense of the people. What is the content of this national electoral bill? It was meant to improve the electoral process. You see, it was an improvement on the current electoral process, which has several lacunas, which can be exploited by greedy and selfish politicians. So the National Assembly deemed it necessary to have an overhaul of this electoral system. And now, as the president, he is the one who claimed that he's championing the cause of transparency. The so-called Mr. Integrity. Where is that integrity? Where is that transparency? These are the reflection, the echo of the people's position that the electors that should be confidence. Confidence should be regained in the electoral process, so that anybody who, of course, emerges as the president could be a reflection of the people's will. You see, it will not be rigged or manipulated by those within the corridor of power. And now he is opposing that transformation. He's opposing it. What does that simply suggest? It clearly shows he came to destroy, kill, and to steal the future, the destiny, and the mandate, and the electoral mandate of the people. So he never had the people at heart. This is the same man who in 1984 or 1983 overthrew a constitutionally elected executive president of Nigeria,
Shagari.
So you think that overnight such person can change? And you see the one parading himself as the president of Nigeria, a man who committed treasoning offense against the state and was not tried for such. And just after killing my own younger brothers and sisters, you see, under the disguise of you are testing after shadows.
Finally, what?
It's very unfortunate and it's unacceptable. The world should watch what is happening. And it's very unfortunate that even the traditional rulers or the politically exposed persons are keeping mute why impunity is being celebrated, why impunity takes the order of the day, why innocent and vibrant Igbo youths are being wasted, exterminated. That is genocide sustained since 1967. And nothing is being done to that. It is very unfortunate, and this cannot be allowed to continue. Okay. It is about the life of my people. How long and how will my own people be continue to die without any justifiable cause? And nobody is saying anything about that.
Thank you very much. What's your final stand?
It's very unfortunate, and that's why this system cannot continue. The Bible said the likes of Gideon, who is behind me, who believe in the Bible but refuse to leave the tenets of the scripture. The Bible does not encourage injustice, impunity, does not encourage wickedness. So any nation that forgets God will be turned into hell. So Nigeria should be turned into hell. Nigeria should be West Ham. Nigeria, of course, has no reason to survive a day from this moment.
Okay, thank you.
It's very unfortunate, and this innocent blood wasted on their own soil, wasted on their own fatherland. We continue to cry against the politicians and against everyone who is in support of this level of cruelty and inhumanity to human. It's very unfortunate.
Okay, thank you.
Is it the only African country existing? It's very unfortunate, Christian. Probably, if you have to travel, I think, who knows, you might be the next ESN. And by then, it will be clear to the world.
I'm not traveling.
You are not traveling. You see, you are even scared of visiting your own people. You can see the kind of country we have.
Anytime soon.
That the anchor of Tinubu is scared and afraid of visiting his own country home. It is very unfortunate. And you still call yourself a Nigeria? When you are afraid, of course, your fundamental right of expression and movement has already been taken away or withdrawn by the Nigerian state via the instruments of the state. It's very unfortunate. And you cannot at this time blame me for accepting that I'm not part of Nigeria. I remain a country, and I long for a country where I can feel safe, where my legal and constitutional rights can be protected. And that country is called Biafra. Chigozie Ndebo.
After him, yes, sir. Mr. Chigozie has used me to count 1 point this morning. He have used me to promote Biafra. I'm not afraid to go home, but I will not go home. Pastor, good morning.
Good morning.
Pastor, good morning.
Good morning.
Tinubu has been advised to step down for a younger presidential candidate. What do you think?
You know, nobody even to advise him. You're not supposed to go there. Not to even advise him. Not supposed to. If he go there, he's a shameful man. What is he going there for?
He has the right as a Nigerian to vie for the position of the president.
To do what?
He has the right. This is
what right did he have?
To contest for presidency.
What do you want to contest? He's supposed to contest for 2015. He go bring Buhari come. What's his problem? He want to contest for 2015. That was his turn. Why did he bring Buhari come?
So you have the opinion that he should step down?
He don't exist. You're not supposed to even take a step. Who tell him to go and contest?
He has a lot of followers.
Followers of what?
Swaga.
Nkanka one follower. Tinubu is a disgrace to the nation.
Former governor.
It's a disgrace to the nation.
A freedom fighter.
Where did he fight? What freedom did he fight? Can you tell me?
An activist during the time, the military regime. He was an activist.
Activist of what? You don't know what you talk about. He was illiterate. Can he catch him? You don't go to school. You want to commit him for power. Don't you hear? Can he catch him? He said he goes to Toronto University. Lie. You have to choose Lagos. He said he's going to go to Toronto University. Can he ask him where is the resort? He go to Toronto and ask. They say they don't know him. Tinubu want to can he wanted to remove people power? It was a fraud. It was I mean he signed, it was a forger. He forged document. He forged who is Tinubu to talk?
Somebody that fought Obasanjo as governor.
He fought on nothing. The state, he prayed Lagos State and he make a chance for Lagos State. He have nothing to stand against Lagos State. Only that he served the court of Lagos State, that's all. So he will not be his character can bring us to say he could come to president.
Chairman of APC.
National chairman of APC. Sorry. Because he bring a fake party to us. Leader. Because he bring a fake party to us, he must root. We even thank God that Buhari is alive. Was his intention for Buhari to leave?
Was whose intention?
In what way?
Are you saying that Tinubu wanted Buhari to die?
Don't you say Sebaba again? You say Sebaba. He said Sebaba. You hear Tinubu say Sebaba again? He was shouting Sebaba in 2015. What happened to him? Why not say Sebaba?
That was campaign.
What campaign? What support is support? I'm coming.
More campaigning.
Oh, come on. All of them said Sebaba at that time. Now what happened to them now? Can they stand with that Sebaba that they say in that time again? They are all what? Betrayers.
They are all betrayers.
They betrayed Buhari and rob him and manipulate him. What are you talking about?
Who exactly? Who exactly?
Tinubu manipulate Buhari. APC for manipulating
that brought Buhari.
It's nothing.
Campaign for him.
It was not intention to Buhari to leave. I tell you what.
And you can defend this anyway.
Where is it? Where is the immoral that they have in 2015? Where are the immoral? He's dead. They wanted the man to die.
What you are saying that they knew he was sick?
They wanted the man to die. That's why they bring him. That's why will take over the company. He failed them.
Wow. I'm surprised at this revelation. Yeah.
You don't understand me. I'm not talking that here. Or talking like I say, know what I'm talking about. Tinubu, are you about bring Buhari? Not intention to rule. Are you hearing me? It was not intention to rule, but to die.
Wow. So Tinubu is not relevant according to you?
It never exists. It never exists to be a president of this country or to rule this country forever. Step out. Go and find where sit down. This is not a time we need that kind of people.
Atiku, what about Atiku?
Atiku, all of them, not a time we need that kind of people. Anybody that ruled in Nigeria before and will rule Nigeria, cannot do anything. We don't need those kind of people. If you be a Nigerian, you say you are a former or president, you cannot say anything good to what Nigerian benefit or Nigerian to free from this bondage. Bye bye. We don't have time for this kind of people. Tinubu is but nothing. To say that he want to come to
Jagaban of Lagos.
Jagaban is a Jaka. You don't hear the name they give him. That name is for it is a man of it's for a real disciplined man. A disciplined king. They give him Jagaban. What is Jaka? We don't mean what Jaka now. He's a good patron, a good king. They can keep someone's name and happy. Jagaban.
So Atiku, do you prefer Atiku to Tinubu?
Nothing to Tinubu. Atiku, Tinubu, all of them. All are what? Vagabond. Go your way, go and sit down. You don't help Nigeria, get out. Go and sit down, you don't help Nigeria, get out.
So who can help Nigeria now?
Don't I tell you all the time? You don't help Nigeria, get out. You don't try.
What else?
Atiku was a 5 president for what? 8 years. Or 5 presidents. What about the government? Listen, 8 years. What did he do? Nothing. And they are the one that's still coming back. No. Tinubu was what? Governor of Lagos State for what? 8 years. And last, he bring party called APC that put us now in bondage. Everybody need to understand. Now he started to put us in bondage. Now we are dying here. Now he said, I want to bring those guys. No people don't come. We are the one to come in. I am the one to come out. Yes. Not the people. It's go and sit down.
Adewumi Adesina, Akinwumi Adesina, former the president of African Development Bank. You know that guy?
Yes. What of
him? What of that?
Everybody, banking, wherever you are, As far as you are a former in this country, that you cannot do anything to deliver Nigerian, step out of Nigeria now. We are now coming in. Hear me? I burst out worldwide. I'm now coming in. Forget those kind of people. Let them consider. I will come in and I will tackle them. I will not tackle them with what? Listen to me. If you know you cannot make it for Nigeria for 8 years, since they hear your name to today, Nigeria never say anything good from you. Pack up. You can't make it. You know by force. You cannot make it. Give another person a chance to make it. To try and be able to try. Don't die put for what you cannot do. Don't die put for what you cannot do. What you cannot do, step out. You know by force.
You said the problem of Nigeria, Yoruba people. How do you mean?
Yoruba is the problem. Step out. We don't need you. If we, I know what they are doing. I know them spiritual and physical. I know their gameplay. I know their government. I know what they plan to do. I know what they want to do. But we all thank God Buhari is alive. If Buhari could have died, you could have seen what Yoruba is. Because if Buhari could have been a dead man, you could have seen what the Buhari Yoruba is all about. You can show you. But we thank God Buhari is alive. That's only my father, thank you. I don't enter that stick. I don't count them commander in chief of the armed forces. Opera the Republic of Nigeria. You can grab a Sibanjo, commander in chief. Nigerian could have died.
When Buhari left for medical vacation, Obasanjo took over. There were changes.
They changed things. When the man told Alegotin said the man don't do the Asibanjo is the one that tried. They are the one that hold things. If the man enter the politics, so they can say, now this person 90 work. Because it's their people. The whole Nigerian ask this. Because Buhari is the one that rule.
How are they the ones that are holding Nigeria?
Oh my God, you don't know what's going on.
Most of the people in position.
Yoruba control all economy of Nigeria. 80% of control economy in Nigeria control. Where is office you see that they serve you better? Check all economy. Check NEPA. Check hospital. Check everywhere. I don't control banking. I don't control everything. Where do you see that it serve you better? Bank now is coming. Banking is coming now. The Yoruba man they at the age. You don't do anything about it. Now we pay money to bank. We pay money to withdraw. Where the Yoruba man dey? If you say give the outside man advice, no one take from you. Why don't you go to advice in Lagos State? What happened in Lagos State here? Can people travel? Are we traveling? Where money? Where money? Are we traveling? Because you open your eyes to see. Yoruba man is the problem. Open your eyes to see. Are we traveling? Are we not traveling? They're happy.
The Yoruba man stopped Buhari from signing electoral bill.
Oh my God, you don't know what is going on. Electoral bill will never be signed. You hear me? The system of the government is how you see it. Buhari is manipulated. I tell you, they manipulate Buhari. This government manipulate the man. The man don't know what he's doing. He manipulated. You don't understand. It's a brilliant thing. Let Yoruba leave the country. Go back to Ruruwa if you want. Let us what put Nigeria in good shape. They are the problem of everywhere. Go to every sector of economy. Who control it? Medical, aviation, hospital, railway, everywhere. Go. Who take that place? Who put those office? Go to banking. Who put banking?
Okay.
So do you have evidence to prove? Are they good? Are they telling us that they are good? Are we not seeing that? Yeah. Are we seeing they are good?
They are good.
Good in what way? Tell me. See.
I know good Yoruba.
Please listen. They buy to the blow you. Buy to the blow you. You don't understand what is going on.
Okay, what's that solution?
Solution is done. Follow me. If I talk against them, I know what they do before I talk against them. If I shout about them, I know what they do before I shout about them. I know you're shouting about them because I hate them. But they even hate them. Because what they do, they're in bondage. Abraham Lincoln said, until all of us free, no man is free. If the right thing they're free, they're lying. Until all of us become free men, you cannot free. If you're a man that put a man in bondage, not to free, all of us are in bondage. It's the same thing. The Bible says need freedom. From the juju way they get. What I need, follow me for back. I'm going to deliver the nation from their hand.
You have Yoruba people with you.
Where?
Your party.
My party, they cannot come.
Won't you have?
It's called GPN. They cannot come to that party.
Won't you have Yoruba people?
I'm coming. Who good for them to come? They're going to hate the party. You're not going to hate GPN. They're going to hate it.
Okay.
I'm coming. Hear me. Hear me very well. You're about to hate GPN. Is that me? Because I know that if it's GPN, GPN going to deliver the nation. They know very well that the party will deliver the nation. GPN, good people, they're going to hate it. We need to see that Nigeria wake up to follow me to deliver these people. We are dying.
Thank you very much.
They should about leave Nigeria and go to Rurua.
Thank you very much.
We are tired of this country for them in this country.
You might be arrested for hate speech.
Anybody will tell you, let them bring the police.
Okay.
Bring the police. I don't talk to joke.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You never leave our country. Go to Rurua Republic. We are dying here. Out here them. They are bad people.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ogbon.
Yes, that's it. You need to understand. Leave our country. Yoruba. You are bad people.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
Bad man.
Don't leave a bug.
Calabar no dey there. When they get independent, Calabar dey there.
Are you not stealing the capital from Calabar?
Calabar no dey there. When they do. How you?
Good morning, sir.
They don't talk your own.
Up on.
All the fake pastor. We don't be arresting them now. All the fake doctors.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, my brother. How are you?
Your name, sir?
My name is
General Maguro Buhari. You can end insecurity within 6 months. Let me get your position on that.
My prayer for this country, the God that will celebrate this month, we should help this our country very well. Because what we can really be doing in this country is only to be using our mind and using one mind with God and beg God for this country. The situation of the security of this country is not the one person, it's not only one Mr. President, but people miscode. People miscode in this country. They don't know that security belongs to all of us to do it.
Yes.
Take your impact and take my impact. But some people believe that Mr. President can come from Abuja, come and secure Lagos. But we have a governor of state, have a governor to secure the state, the chief of security in the state. But all the governor for the security vote they are collecting in this country, I don't know what they are using the money for. They are collecting the money. I don't know what they are using the money for. Because everybody is shouting, Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President. And let everybody sit down by himself. Live in your house. If you're not criminal that live in your house, bring it out. And what make Nigeria be worse than this? Police, they are not the good people.
Okay.
All the officers, they are not the good people. You cannot go and tell police in the police and say you see one criminal in also place. Oh. They will point you. Police will point you, say you are the person. The highest police we have in Nigeria today is a police officer. I swear God Almighty, if Nigeria police can work with the people, Nigeria will be okay. But we have a police in this country, but they are not working. They are just working for only their stomach. Because when people have been shouting, Mr. President, I always surprised. We are in this country. I know myself. You know yourself. You know criminal in your area. You know people that do kidnapping. You know all those things. But you cannot talk. And the majority of these people, police, they are collecting return for their hand. Do you get me? Because before Nigeria can be okay, let our police and judiciary be working well. Judiciary today, they are working for their pocket. When you do law, they will pass one law in Abuja, another one, the same case, 3 courts, they will pick a 3 different.
Yeah.
How do they want to be okay?
But they have leaders.
We have a leader, wait. We have a leader. Not everything the leader will do it. Our leader, if he try to fix something, if he will
for the other people.
Yeah, if we by ourselves don't help ourselves. Do you know that Bible say, "Heaven help those help himself." That's what Bible say. Bible say, "Help those help
So we are
himself."
the problem.
We are the problem ourselves. Okay, they say food cost. Okay, is there a crime service and presence? Okay, let me plant our own rice. Let me plant our own food. Let our own something in our own country. Okay, let's say Benin. They do not plant rice. Do you think that Nigeria will go there to go and buy? Let's another country, they don't plant that rice. Nigeria will go there to go and buy. Do you know that because of people that planted this thing there, they have the harvest in that place in Nigeria? So they don't want Nigeria to be okay. There's not any person that want to do good in this country, they will finish it. All our big men, not only politicians, all Nigeria big men, they are the problem of this country. Person that is selling generator, you don't want NEPA to survive. Person that do pure water, you don't want the government water to be exist. You know, many things. We are wickedness by ourselves. The highest prayer Nigeria get today is ourselves. We are not sincere for ourselves. I tell a policeman in Owerri, I was inside the police and I discussed something. I said, oh God, are you sincere for yours? The office the government give you? He was shocked. He was trying to attack me. I said, oh God, calm down. Are you sincere? What can make Nigeria be okay? Let everybody sincere for himself. Okay, look at environmental. Is the body create environmental? Today, environmental has worsted. The people that are in charge, environmental, when they come to the road, go to everywhere, you see pop-up. They are fried pop-up. They put it on table. Jam, put it on table. Fly, everything touch it. How people will not be sick? You get me now? That's area, a little area where we should be faced, but not facing it. I want to challenge some people. But if we by ourselves, we can be challenging these people, Nigeria will be okay. Okay, like someone who say, Okada people, they are passing one way. He say people should be attacking them. They're not saying our police, everything not by police. Police don't have power more than us. If we where we citizens of this state stand, Okada pass one way, come and say, we don't want to go back. The police where they say will support us, and the journey will be okay with the police. And the police won't do nothing. We can fight the police, not to beat them, to say we no want be that, and that man must go back. But Nigerian people were fear because our mind, you know.
So what is the solution?
The solution of this country, let all of us call God and begging God our sin. All the innocent sin when our policemen don't keep for this country, all the innocent sin when our politicians keep for this country, let God forgive us. You know what I mean, huh? Because Nigeria has sinned too much, including me, sir. All of us were sinners. We should begging God to forgive us. You know what I mean, huh? So that we join our hands together. Because now, Igbo man sees that as a Igbo man, he look Yoruba man as a bad Yoruba. Yoruba man look Igbo man as a bad. Hausa man look Yoruba man as a bad. We look at ourselves bad. But it's not like that. There's no law. You know what I mean? And the problem we have initially in Nigeria when we get independent, what the federal government is supposed to be doing, they are not doing it. If they want to make Nigeria be one nation, we should sit down and make our religion to be one, and to make our, let's say, like now in a school, if you want to pass through the secondary school, you must pass through, you must have a Yoruba, you must have a Hausa, you must have Igbo. Very compulsory. Let federal government make it compulsory. Let the house sign it today. We see that Nigeria will be okay. Because in any way, Igbo man, you don't know the difference between ourselves again. You can speak Hausa, Igbo man can speak Hausa, Yoruba man can speak Hausa, Yoruba man can speak Igbo man can speak Yoruba. When we say not to stand somewhere, this one is speaking language, will not be like Mugu. We hear each other very well. We see Nigeria will be okay. We have a love for ourselves. Does that mean, no? Let them make it the law. Very compulsory that you make that law. In the school, you must pass through Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. Very compulsory for before you go. Even though they're not compulsory for the university itself, so that you not see that Nigeria will be okay.
Thank you very much.
Does that mean, no?
Yeah, mister. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you.
Huh?
Mr. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? You're looking fresh this morning.
Bless
see
God.
Nigeria is showing on your
Bless
skin.
life is the most important
This is
thing.
your bag.
There's something is inside though. It's my kumbo. I
Somebody
used to comb my head though.
E-Naira that's inside. E-Naira that's
Who
inside
says so? That person that says it's in there, I need money. Oh, if there's any, If there's any way you can wire the naira for me, I'm in need of it. Oh.
Okay, we are talking about you can earn insecurity within 6 months. General Magoro to Buhari.
Who is this Magnus? Buhari
Don't you believe that Buhari can earn insecurity within 6 months?
for how many years? For how many years you have not done anything about it? It's just 6 months that he will do it. He just came back from Turkey, and according to them, that he went there to talk about the insecurity that Turkey's government should help us in terms of fighting insecurity in Nigeria. This is insecurity has been the one distracting most of the activities of this our government. You know that. Now, the truth of the matter is very simple. You cannot fight insecurity. For over how many years you have not been fighting? You have been in government, you have been doing one or two things that you want to fight insecurity. Meanwhile, you want to tell them that you want to use 6 months to fight insecurity, of which is not possible. What happened? Okay, this is just what they keep on telling us that they will arrest. Before Buhari came into power, he said they should give him, was it 1 month that he flushed out all the Boko Haram in the north. Today, how many years has he been in power? If I'm not mistaken, it's getting to 7 to 6 years. Are you getting me? Now, the insecurity you are talking about is not possible for somebody like Buhari to fight insecurity within the space of 6 months. It's not possible. The truth of the matter is very simple. You cannot fight insecurity. Why? You know, a lot of things should be put in place. You travel to Turkey's government, that you want to bring in Turkey's government to help you in revitalizing or to fighting what? The insecurity in Nigeria. And you are telling them that you want to use 6 months. This is exactly what you told us before we elected you as a government, as a president of this state, nation. That you will use 1 month to flush out all the bandits, all the Boko Haram people in the country. Today, what happened? How many years has been? How many years old has Buhari been in office? Still, the things keep on growing day by day. This is just a total lie. They are just the government of Buhari. They are just trying to use our head.
Okay, Tinubu have been advised to drop his presidential ambition for a younger person.
Who is even Tinubu, sir? Who is him?
If you are saying who is Tinubu,
forget about the money. Forget Jagaban of Lagos, not Jagaban of Igbo land.
Don't say.
Forget about whatever.
You are saying Igbo now. You are bringing ethnicity here.
My brother, see, he is not Jagaban. He can only be a Jagaban in his own state. He can never be a Jagaban in my state. He can never come to a place like Imo State, a place like Ogun State, a place like different state that become a Jagaban. He can only be a Jagaban here in Lagos State. Are you getting me? Now, you are talking about people advising him that he should drop down. Those people are advising him to drop down. They are the same people that advise him to go in so that they will chop the little money he have gathered. Are you getting me? He is a Jagaban. He is a Jagaban. So, Jagaban where? In his own state, not in my state. Everybody is a king in his own state. He cannot come to Imo State and claim Jagaban. He cannot go to Ogun State and start claiming Jagaban. He can only do that in Imo State. Sorry, in Lagos State.
He is relevant. Huh? He is relevant in politics in Nigeria.
He's not. Who is relevant? He is relevant to those fighting their selfish interests. He is my brother. He is only relevant. Not in Nigeria. My brother, let me tell you this. You are talking about what's his name? Tinubu. Travel from here to Edo State. As an average Edo man or average Igbo man, who is Tinubu? He don't know him.
Allies.
He don't know him.
Igbo man has allies more than Tinubu.
My brother, if you are talking about Igbo, one thing you need to understand with Igbo people, we are not after politics. Igbo people are not after politics, and I will say it here and I'll say it here. So let him.
Igbos are not after politics. Tinubu is an influential person.
He's an influential person in Lagos State, not in Imo State, not in Ogun State, not in Edo State.
He's not the person ruling you.
My brother, they are only after their selfish interest. Even though you are telling me that Tinubu is a Jagaban, Tinubu is only a Jagaban in Lagos State, not in Imo State, not in Enugu State. He brought who? Said by who? Who told you that he was the one that brought him? They are after their own selfish interests. So those people trying to advise him that he should not come out and he shouldn't contest for any post or anything again. My brother, he should go and sit down very well. Not in Enugu State. Nobody Go and ask an average man from Akwa Ibom who is Tinubu. They don't know anything about Tinubu. Tinubu can only be a Jagaban here in Lagos State, not in my state.
That's not the issue.
That is exactly what.
But
no,
I know you understand what I'm saying.
I understood where you are
That
coming.
is influential when it comes to
Even though it's Tinubu,
Nigeria.
even if, my brother, Tinubu can only be influential in Lagos State. He cannot be.
Nigeria.
Let him go to Enugu and be influential. Let him go to Anambra.
If you have Lagos and Kano, you have Nigeria.
Then, what about Anambra? What about Imo?
How many votes do you have in Anambra State?
Huh?
How many votes? How many voters do you have in Anambra
My
State?
brother, we are not
Compared
saying.
to Lagos State.
We are not talking about.
Let's do the comparison. How many votes do you have in Anambra?
Even if we don't have much votes in the eastern part of the
That
country,
is the parameter.
but the parameter you are talking about, but I'm trying to prove to you that Tinubu can only be a Jagaban in Lagos State, not in my state.
What is the VAT of Anambra State?
Even if I don't know the VAT of Imo State, and like I said, and I'll still stand on by my word, Tinubu can only be a Jagaban in Lagos State here, not anywhere in my state. That is just my take. You cannot, yes, if you like, let him go and bring somebody from Sudan to become the president of this country. That is on his own. But Tinubu can never come to Imo State.
About Nigeria, we're not talking about states. We are talking about these geopolitical zones.
They said yes.
Together, Tinubu is influential.
My brother, even if I understood that he's influential, both politically and in terms of financial muscle, he is very, very sound. But I am trying to tell you, he can never be influential in my state. Anambra is here, Imo State is here. He can only be influential. Yes, he brought. I understand where you are coming from. That he is very, very powerful in this country. We understood the fact, but I want you to understand the fact that his powerfulness could be limited to some certain areas, to some certain states in this country. Tinubu cannot come to Enugu State and become, and you tell me that,
The APC, lastly, the APC that Tinubu formed has a governor in Imo State.
That's number one.
I want to say, have a governor in Ebonyi State.
Ebonyi State is a PDP state, my brother. It was PDP, Tebuma is a PDP member.
Currently.
Except if he has cross-carpet to APC. But you cannot tell me. They are just cross-carpeting because of their selfish interest. But PDP, Devumai was PDP candidate. He won governorship in Ebonyi State.
I'm repeating again. As a governor in Imo State, your state.
Is it? Well, let me ask you this. Is it the one that won in Imo State?
I said the AP.
Is it the one? Wait, the governor of Imo State, is it the one that won in Imo State? They just did what they did because Buhari is still in power. And they decided to give that power to APC. Let me tell you, if PDP should happen to rule, if another party should come in place and win this election, presidential election in this country, any state, they have every right to make sure that they win the election in any state. So you cannot tell me simply because APC is being governed, Imo State is being governed by APC, that is to tell me that Jagaban is the most powerful man.
I'm not saying the most.
No, that's exactly what you're telling us. Simply because what they did, was it the one that won the election in Imo State? No. Everybody knows the powerful candidate that won the election in Imo State. Are you getting me? Everybody knows that Emeka Hedioha won the election in Imo State.
There's some powerful people who took over.
But yes, that is because they are still in power. That's because they are still in power. And if anybody should come in power again, if PDP should come in power and another party should win, they have every influential power to do
apart from Jagaban, last question. Apart from Jagaban, who is your choice?
For now, I have not seen my choice. For now, I have not seen I don't have a choice for now. No, I don't have a choice for now. Are you getting me? When you are talking about Mr. Kule, you asked me a question. What is my choice? How many? As you are standing here right now, you don't even know how many people are coming out for the presidency. Now, let me ask you this. Mr. Kule, you need to understand the question before you jump into it. You asked me a question that who is my choice? Now, let's assume that I decided to tell you that Tinubu is my choice. Now, Tinubu hasn't been told that he should come out and run the election. No. That's a question you just asked me now. That they said to Tinubu that he should go in, he shouldn't contest for any election. Now, that is to tell that even up till now, we don't even know the statistics of the, how many who and who is coming out for the election.
Okay.
So that is just
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. I have Mr. David. Okay, Mr. Kule, good morning.
Oh, David. Good
Mr.
morning.
Mr. Kule wants to
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, good
Are you going
morning.
to respond to
Yeah, good to see you again.
Yeah.
And happy new week.
Happy New Year to you?
In as much as we're coming around here to talk, we should be evaluating the psychological aspect of some people.
We're on the streets.
There's, no, wait. There are some no-go area. When some nonchalant, barbaric elements will come here and abusing a tribe. No, wait. I have to say that. There's nothing like hate speech here. Can you get me? That is why I have to implore, call on the governors, especially Akwa Ibom governors. You have a lot of sick, mad people on the street of Lagos. You have to come and evacuate them. That's me. That's me for you. Because somebody cannot just come here, enter the luxurious bus from his Akwa Ibom and come down to Lagos and start insulting everybody. Yeah, start insulting Yorubas.
Okay.
Where Yoruba has been existing before is generation upon generation. The high-profile people in the southwest, and this a madman will come here on the street. So they should go and tie him down.
Okay, Tinubu has been advised to step down for a younger candidate.
See, that's why I'm just shaking my head for this with so-called youths. This is something they did last season, last year, 4 years ago. Deliberating, wasting time on one single man. Instead of thinking, who is the next option? Who is the next candidate? What is the next plan? They are here, Tinubu. Tinubu has lived his life. If you like, you hate him. If you like him. Pack him aside. You pack him aside and face your own warrants. I'm not supporting any Tinubu here, but the senseless people that is hearing what I'm saying, they will fault me. But I know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, why can't we look for among the youth? Last year, I was all around all these paper stands. I introduced Fela Drotoye. I introduced what's it called? Mogalu. The three of them were in alliance to oust all these old leaders. But I'm so shocked. A lot of people, they will just come here and keep talking and what are the foundational movements you have been making? These people, you don't want them, but what is the option on ground? What option are you paving for yourself? That's why I say the best bet is regional system. So everybody will carry their madness to their different regions. The Yoruba madness will stay with the Yoruba. The Igbo madness will stay with the Igbo. The Hausa madness will stay with the Hausa. And we all treat our fuck up individually. You get what I'm saying? The country is so large. The country is so large. The country is so large that the country is so large that everybody has a space to breathe. You get what I'm saying? Now, the party they are saying, all their leaders, they have turned their life to this level. All of them are rushing to that APC now. Yeah. Are you aware? Are you aware? Are you aware? Are you aware?
I'm aware.
So the issue.
Ask the question.
Are we enjoying APC?
The governor of Imo State and everything.
Is that what you said then?
The governor of Ebonyi State. Let's continue. Now, as we look forward to the younger
we shouldn't be entertaining such people. Yeah. Sure, you know.
As we look forward to the younger
maybe I have to go come to play TV.
Don't worry. As we look forward to the younger candidates, now that the youth are perceived to be weak, what do we do?
The youth are not upright.
Nobody can travel.
Sorry, who is going to help this madman, man? Who is going to help this madman? Who is going to help this madman? Who is going to help him? Chain, that's it. We are looking for chain to chain him.
Okay.
I'm sending message to Udom, Pastor Emmanuel Udom, Governor Udom. to come and pick his citizen that is been constituting nuisance in Lagos here. So the youths now, I think we've gone back to sleep. We've gone back to slumber. Because what time is the election now? We are looking at a year plus, not even up to 2 years now. Not up to 2 years. Now, what are the plans we have? He who fail to plan to fail. Now, you keep this one, that one. Those ones are their life, they have used, they are expired people. Can you still be deliberating?
Focus on them.
Don't put your focus on them.
Even the paper reports should not put.
I mean, they focus on them. You are just making them who they are not. Either Tinubu, either Atiku, either any one of them. What I'm looking at is fresh idea, fresh brain. Let us have a technocrat, if possible, a diaspora technocrat. We have people like Adesina. We have people like Adesina. The Akinwumi Adesina. We have people like Magolu. We have people like Fela Durotoye. I listened to this guy during their campaign that time, and I came around to my people. Let us find option in these people. They said no. PDP is okay. PDP is okay. Now I said, if you guys don't want my own this thing, let me stick to the bad party too. So bad party jam bad parties. You see, people should not just come here and think they are wise. You just start talking. What is the options? The options you have on ground. This is who we want, and this is around to make things better for us. I don't know whether majority of them have studied the Golu. I don't know whether the majority of them have studied the profile of Akinwumi Adesina. I don't know whether even Ngozi Okonjo to her that came to this country. Nigerians just absorb her. They never even go through her profile to know how how valuable that man is. So the Nigerians, we are half-thinking youth. We have half-thinking youth in this country. I no apology to say that. No apology to say that. Our youth are not thinking deep. Because if you think deep, we'll be proactive ahead. And when we are proactive ahead, we checkmate anything these guys want to do for us. We know we are prepared for our own plan B. But where is the Atiku? Is Tinubu, Atiku, every day Tinubu, Atiku, every day Atiku, Tinubu. Those guys don't send you. They don't even your time. The time we are wasting here, let us to strategize. Who do man we want? Let's bring him on the board. And the young man we are bringing up, come, Mr. Man. We're not here to sit down and start flexing, pressing. We are here to within 6 months, and if we cannot do it, there will be undertaking that you resign level and regional. That is, if you cannot destroy the country by war as it is. You are your own head. I go take Alabo.
Somebody said.
Hey, but God, I put the percentage, either 10% to the top, so that nobody will be rushing down to that Aso Rock and be messing up as it is now. Okay. Right? So thank you. Good to be with you this morning.
Matthew, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Christy.
You were not here earlier. Let me ask you the question. But
you can ask any question.
Tinubu has been advised to drop.
You can ask any question.
Any question. You know, Ubong is always saying that Yoruba is the problem. They are manipulative. They are this and that. That's what's the rank for this morning. But my question here is that what is the problem? Is it an ethnical problem or is it systematic?
Nigerian problem.
Yes.
Nigerian problem. Nigerian problem is not about ethnic group. It's about the political class uniting against the common man. It's about the ruling class conspiring against the common man. Because if you look at the National Assembly, you have the Igbo, the Yoruba, and the Hausa, and are united in their quest to get what they need. Seldom do you hear any senator, whether in opposition or in the ruling party, coming out to tell you that our remuneration, our salary is too high. Seldom do you hear the National Assembly members fight over their common interests. So in that sense, they are united because of their peculiar interests, because of what they stand to benefit. When we are hearing the issue of budget pardon do not know tribe, it do not know religion. All the ethnic groups, whether the Igbo, the Hausa, the Yoruba, they were all involved in budget pardon. And as we speak, it's not as if budget pardon is no longer obtainable, but because the government have whipped all the opposition into line, nobody's attacking the government. That is why you are not seeing wrongdoing in governance. Because the essence of the National Assembly, by all standards, is to act a check and balance to the executive, to oversight the executive. But seldom do you hear National Assembly carry out that their right of oversight. So the problem in Nigeria is not ethnicity. It is a problem that is inherent in the blood of Nigerians that are united in corruption. Nigerians, especially the ruling class, especially the political class, they are united because of their corruption tendency. If you look at the current issue that is at the front burner, I'm talking about this issue of electronic electronic transfer of election results. Yeah. If you look at the policies at play, one will be tempted to believe that the governors and the National Assembly members deliberately created this thing. So it is like a written script they are playing. Because ab initio, any reasonable person would have known that it makes more sense to allow political parties to choose between direct or indirect primary or consensus for the purpose of choosing their candidates. So, doing a legal framework compelling political parties to go by indirect primary is like they are already working towards a crisis that is planned. So that by the time they transmit it to the president, like as we saw, governors will go against it with some cogent reasons, and the presidency will forward it to INEC, which is the end user of that act when it's passed into law. And from what we are seeing, INEC is already telling us that you need about 500 billion to conduct direct primary. So the presidency is now relying on that as an excuse to turn down assenting to that bill. If National Assembly members knew that their intention was genuine, National Assembly equally have a window of opportunity to override the president. Because what the Constitution says is that if the president refuses to assent the bill after 3 months and it returns to National Assembly under the same provision of the Constitution, I think section 51 or so of the National Constitution, the National Assembly have right to override the president, and it becomes law. Like the case of NDDC Act under Obasanjo. When Obasanjo refused to sign the bill into law, the National Assembly override him. So what I'm trying to say in this essence is,
will the National Assembly override Buhari?
if they know the intention of passing the bill was genuine and that it was in the interest of Nigeria and the interest of national Nigeria as a sovereign state, they should go ahead and override them. But again, personally, I think since we still have some time, if the president is relying on that excuse to return the bill to National Assembly, they should hasten up and do all the necessary amendments and allow political parties to have leverage to decide the mode of primary. Take it back to the president if he refuses to assent to it, so that we know where and how and who to blame. Because the way it is, the presidency is already assuming itself for culpability. Having relied on decision on advice from INEC, they have told him that you need about 500 billion to conduct that primary. So I'm saying that going by the politics at play, it is possible that it is state managed. It's possible that it's a recent script that you play in this manner so that you say disagreement and people for against and for. At the end of the day, the president will not assent to it. I hope that is not their intention. I hope what they're playing out is a natural politics. So that if it comes back to the National Assembly, they will do the needful and take it back to him for him to assent to it.
Let's talk about the reality in politics, political sphere in Nigeria. Asking Tinubu to step down for a younger candidate, how do you look at it?
I think before now you should have known my stand on this. Personally, I'm of the view that a youth should take over the saddle.
That's a personal view.
A youth should take over. You see, we have so many competent hands. We have Shore, we have Moalu, we have Durotoye, who can pilot. These old people you are looking at, what is their pedigree? What administrative acumen do they have? What managerial acumen do they have? In one way or the other, almost all the political gladiators who are in the two leading political parties have had opportunity to rule this country in one or two capacities. So whether directly or indirectly, they are part of either success or failure of the Nigerian system. So we cannot continue with them. We said it here the other day that Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari ruled Nigeria in his 30s as a military head of state. Now, Yusuf Buhari, who is the son of Mr. President, is a youth. And Mr. President, as an elderly man, is still ruling. The question is, when will Yusuf and his contemporary get to the position of leadership? What we are seeing is a usurpation of position by the elders. You ruled as a youth, you are ruling as an elder, usurping the opportunity and privilege of the youth. So that is why it is expedient that the youth come together with vigor and more tenacity, democratically, to wrestle power from these old politicians.
There's an allegation that these elites, they reposition their children for leadership in the coming years.
You are not far from the truth. As you speak, Lao Mohammed's son is a House of Assembly member in Lagos State. So you are not far from the truth. And how do you want?
Which youth are you talking about?
Even the Lao Mohammed's son is a youth. I'm not exonerating him. But what I'm trying to say is there's every need. It is not to say that elders cannot rule in a sane society. But in Nigeria particularly, elders have failed us. And we cannot continue relying on their leadership.
Okay.
In America, Joe Biden is an elder. But their system do not give you room for such monumental failure. Whether we like it or not, Buhari have failed woefully. That is the truth. Because if the Constitution tells us that security of life and property shall be the welfare and security of life and property shall be the primary purpose of governance. If somebody has failed in this cardinal area, he has failed woefully. As we speak, under 5 months or so, about 459 persons have been killed by bandits. Here we are, Mr. President, if we drag him in designating them as terrorists, even after Justice Taiwo has given an order ordering the federal government to designate them as terrorists and gazette it. I will recall the other day that the same day a judge gave order for IPOB to be designated as terrorists, it was gazetted the same day. We recorded the other day that after a judge gave order that church members should be declared as terrorists, after 4 days, it was gazetted. Here we are, bandits that have killed more than Boko Haram. A court have given an order that it should be declared a terrorist organization and gazetted. More than 3 weeks to speak, Mr. President is still for dragging. So whether we like it or not, Mr. President has failed woefully. That is why an ambassador who should know better says that expecting more from Buhari is like flogging a dead horse.
A dead horse. Okay, thank you very much.
For me,
Mr. Matthew,
the ethnicity is not the issue. The issue is the mentality of Nigerians. Thank you very much.
Chairman of Flip TV Analysts Association of Nigeria. Good morning.
Mr. Gidechuku. Wahala everywhere. You see the trouble. Catastrophe everywhere. Nigerians they fight every day. Nigerians look at manners in the street of Lagos. Nobody
What's the cause?
There is chaos in the land. The cause is Mr. President Buhari.
Is it that Buhari is the cause of everything?
It's the cause now. Not the Buhari they make on the cash now. Who they make on the cash now? Now they rule. Who is the commander-in-chief of the armed force? Who shuts the border? It's the president. The president is the problem. That's why everybody is fighting every day. That's why we throw blow every day. Look at madness. Mad people everywhere for street of Lagos.
And this we are approaching Christmas.
Oh, Benny.
We're supposed to be experiencing the flavor of the season.
Which flavor are you experiencing in Nigeria? There's no flavor. We are see now. Can you afford a bag of rice? Can I afford a bag of rice? A bag of rice is now 33,000 naira.
Almost my salary.
So what are we not saying? If a bag of rice is 30,000 naira, how do you want to do Christmas? And minimum wage, the salary is back on 30,000 naira. So my brother, which kind of Christmas do you want to do? So what are we saying? The problem is Mr. President. Back to your question.
Okay, Tinubu have the advice to step down for a younger person.
He will not listen. Tinubu, he will not listen.
Let's look at the reality. What's the reality? I need someone to tell me the reality.
That's
forget all this we are saying. What will happen at the end of the day?
What will happen? He will not step down.
Okay.
You know this thing. These people are power mongers. These people want power by all force. Do you know what it means to become commander-in-chief of the armed force of Nigeria? Everybody wants to get there. So you cannot just tell him to just drop his ambition. This is the same ambition he has been nursing for years. For it to just wake up, one person just wake up to tell him to drop that his ambition. I think that person is not getting it right, because Tinubu that I know would not drop his ambition. Even Atiku said it. He said he himself, even if PDP who does not give a ticket, he will go to another party and get a ticket and contest. See, power is powerful. And then again, this is the highest office in the land. Commander-in-chief of the armed force. The police is under you. The army is under you. Air Force. All the witches and witches in Nigeria to under the president. You don't hear that? Commander-in-chief of the armed force. All the witches they under him. It says because Tinubu drop ambition. Tinubu not gonna hear you. You like cry from now to tomorrow. Tinubu would not drop his ambition. Tinubu wants to become president. And everybody wants to become president.
So what's the chance a youth has now?
Which youth? I've always told you, see, let us always debug this youth. By peradventure, a youth becomes the president of this country. That youth will be frustrated. Because a youth who is not in their carcass, who is not rooted now. Imagine a Showore or Philadelphia becoming a president of this country, come 2023. And it is only from their party. And then you have PDP and APC makes up the Senate. PDP and then APC as deputy in the Senate. Do you think that president will perform? He will be frustrated. He will not do anything. He will not do anything. Just like now, this is a very practical example. Now you can see what happened between Saraki and the president Muhammadu Buhari. Buhari sent 11 loan requests to Saraki because Saraki was in opposition. He refused it. That is something that will happen to Philadelphia and go. Forget all these youth presidents. Let them go back to their nooks and crannies. Let them go back to their various world. Build structure first. He cannot just wake up and say youth. Who be the youth? I'm not youth. I'm thinking about structure. If you don't have structure, even if Swaga becomes the president, he will be frustrated in their house because PDP and APC we have the majority in the House of Assembly. In the Senate.
Someone say even though Jesus Christ becomes the president of Nigeria without structure, he is bound to fail.
I don't know that one. Well, no, Jesus Christ. that one is deep. But see, I'm talking about reality. I said the reason why the likes of APC and PDP wins elections because these people are well rooted. In this street, we have like 80 APC members. We have 70 PDP members here. How many of the other parties living in the streets? Go to every nooks and corners of in your streets, you have APC, you have PDP there. That is why they're going to win the election. And then for you to win the election, you need to build structure. You need to start from the scratch. Even if Swaga today becomes president, only his party, ADC, and then again you don't have ADC in the Senate. They will frustrate him. Now. It's simple. That is why the reason why Buhari is getting much loan is because Ahmed Lawan, the same party, he said that he will not turn down any loan request from the president. So let us always get it right. It is not about coming here to say youth.
Because when Saraki was there,
you see what Saraki happened? Saraki frustrated the president. He turned down 11 loans. He said because this loan will plug Nigeria into jeopardy.
Yes. And maybe that's what we are seeing now. That's what we are seeing now.
That's what we are witnessing now. This Ahmed Lawan is of the same party with the president. That's why he's just giving out loan anyhow. Because he does not want to offend the president. Assuming they are in different party, he would take the president. So what are we saying?
Let's talk about the electoral bill that was rejected by president.
See, we don't have a president. The bill elapsed yesterday. The president, before he traveled to Turkey for the summit, Boko Haram killed. Now, when he came back now, Boko Haram overrun Chinku, Zaria, Kawu, 4 local government was overrun. And now, the president came out yesterday and said, my heartfelt condolences. What kind of condolences is that? For how many years now? Every day killing. Every day. He keep on sympathizing. President of sympathizing. He keep on sympathizing. If only the president mean well for the country, he should sign this electoral bill. Ahmed Lawan is just blabbing. He's saying the Volunteer Assembly would override him. No, we don't override anything. Bet you. This bill will lie low. This bill is dead already.
They will override it.
Override what?
Override it.
Ahmed Lawan said it to override what? That so that
the electoral bill must be passed.
He will not pass it. It is not. See, that's what is the opposite of what? Override. It will just lie there. Ahmed Lawan government. He said that even if Buhari wants to borrow that money again, he will give it to him. And now you are saying a man as that to the president would override it. Nobody will override it. Bet you.
Okay.
I'm telling you, so it is not about Tinubu. Tinubu cannot see even if Tinubu contests. You are talking about Tinubu structure. Tinubu doesn't have structure. Tinubu structure ends in Lagos State. See, if Tinubu has structure, Tinubu will not be going to the north every now and then. Tinubu slept in the north last week for like 2 months now. Tinubu is not sleeping in Lagos anymore. He's not shuttling between Lagos and north. If they have structure. Now, are you not telling me that now an average Northerner will see Atiku on the ballot bus and vote for Tinubu? Let him run.
With what structure did Tinubu bring in Buhari?
Tinubu?
Yes.
Tinubu not bringing Buhari. Buhari was influential on his own. Before, when Buhari was sitting in APP, Buhari single-handedly has 12 million votes on his own. He did not. See, Buhari himself is a movement in the north. Forget that. So Tinubu just use that, just use that leverage. Tinubu, I think Buhari does not have influence. You think Tinubu gonna bring him? Tinubu, okay, if Tinubu too wants to be the president, why didn't he contest then? If he thinks he can win. Buhari on his own is a movement. While he was still in the opposition, he used to have 12 million votes, according to himself. So a man that has 12 million votes is not a cash play in that politics. So now, not say Tinubu bring him. They merge together. They merge. Nobody bring anybody. They merge together just to outcast PDP. So chances of Tinubu, my brother, Tinubu cannot become president. Bet me. My brother, Tinubu does not have the strength to become, because now, imagine Atiku on developers. Does he have that will, capacity to defeat Atiku? Let me tell you something. In 1992, Abakana Kingibe, let me tell you that. And Abakana Kingibe, MKO, Abiola, Atiku Abubakar were vying for the post of president. Tinubu was carrying back for his boss then, MKO. Atiku was competing with MKO in 1992. So now, if Atiku will accept only one thing that can stop, only one thing that can make Tinubu become president, because if Atiku does not contest, my brother, if Atiku contests, forget it.
For any party?
For any party, nobody can stop Atiku. Because Atiku is well now. Now, this man in the north, there's one man in the north. His name is
Kebbi State Governor?
No, not Kebbi State Governor. There's a man in the north. Tanko something, and what other statesman in the north? Jakasai, thank you, my brother. To the one to meet Jakasai told him, he said, I cannot leave Atiku and support, because Atiku was my student at ABU Zaria. He told Tinubu point blank, Atiku was my student. He said, sorry sir, he said Atiku was my student at ABU Zaria. I was his lecturer, so I cannot leave my son and support you. So even if Tako Akosai is very influential, you know what it means? You know what it means? See, my brother, if you are talking about election, which region wins the election? Atiku is influential enough, my brother. Nobody can stop him. You see what happened in that election? Buhari tried to push him. So comparing Tinubu and Buhari, my brother, Atiku would throw him. No, that was not debate, because see, when it comes to politics, another person will not leave you and support. Another man will support his brother. Now, let me give you an instance. Shehu Musa Yar'Adua said something. Shehu Musa Yar'Adua, his son, he was in PDP under Jonathan. While he went to support Buhari, he said he voted for Buhari, and then he was still working in PDP. Then I asked him why. He said because he cannot leave his brother who is from the north and vote for someone who is from the south. Just by the fact that he was still working in Jonathan's government. He was in government. My brother, bet me. I said something will change 2023. Governors will won. Now, let me tell you something. So who are not supporting Tinubu? Now, the governor of Kebbi State, Baguni, said something. He said in his life, he has never begged anybody in his life. He said the only person he begged was Tinubu for him to allow Ambode go for second time. He said he even consulted, but he said Tinubu refused. He said, now, how can Tinubu come and say he should support him? Now, when it comes to popularity, by every standard, is Tinubu more influential than Atiku?
Oh, yeah.
No, so these are, see, who are not? Ganuje that Tinubu is supporting Kanu. Ganuje does not have structure.
Nationalists.
Ganuje does not have structure in Kano State. Shekarawa has taken over structure for him. So it's like he's supporting a boy and a father. I told you, in 1992, Tinubu was still carrying back for what? MKO. Atiku was contesting with his boss.
Yes.
In 1940s. So Atiku, except Atiku is the headache of Tinubu, except Atiku does not get ticket. My brother, if Atiku gets ticket, see, election will be over within 30 minutes, because the whole of North, Atiku will win. Who are supporting him? Tinubu said, see, those that came to support Tinubu, House of members, they are paying him a visit. If Tinubu said he knows there are still betrayers among them, Tinubu said so. He said so. So he knows now. Another man will always support another man. So I bet you, my brother, except Atiku does not contest, my brother. If he contests, my brother can tell, because the rest don't finish. They don't put away.
Kaduna State Governor said that anybody that come out from the north, no matter any party, they will support him. So outside value brotherly love than what we are saying here.
Yeah, we're talking about politics here this morning. Looking at the influential status of Atiku and also Tinubu. Mr. Rap. Good morning, Mr. Rap.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Christian Chuku. You could see me dancing out my what? Depression.
You're dancing out your depression?
Yes, dancing out my depression. Depression out of my heart, depression out of my mind, my brain. I was dancing since morning. Immediately I made it here, I started dancing.
What's the cause?
And nobody ever cared to ask me why I was dancing retrospect. I was just dancing and dancing and dancing my sorrow out, my depression, because Nigeria is a very hard place. Very hard place in the sense that this is Christmas, Xmas season, and it is like as yet no Christmas goodies, Yuletide to celebrate. Where is the money? Where are colors? Could you hear?
Jingle bell.
Jingle Bell, Bonnie M, and the rest of them.
But there are people that
Felix Navida is not
people are celebrating.
in the air. Santa Claus is not entered in the air. Felix Navidad, nobody is caring about Felix Navidad anymore. Because this, I think, I predict, though we are Christians, we know that God has good things in our mind for us, is the worst Christmas ever in Nigeria from this year 2021 down to 2015 when Buhari seized power. Palace coup from Jonathan. The coup of the general. The coup of the general. Babangida abetted him. Obasanjo abetted him. Danjua abetted him. Abdul Salam abetted him. They abetted him.
That's Jonathan.
Yes. Kick him out. They abetted Buhari. They abetted the crime, the coup. They helped it.
Despite the fact that an election was conducted.
Yes, it was a coup. Ask me why. It was obvious what? A rigged election in 2015. Why? The card reader rejected Jonathan's thumbprint. They hacked it with Hush Puppy and other software experts in Dubai. Atiku was involved.
I need
When
evidence.
the card reader was being hacked,
I need evidence.
Israeli Mossad called Jonathan. This is what Atiku led team are doing. We are doing in Dubai. Jonathan, as a what? A dull, lazy man, turned his back. He could not take action when the Mossad was telling him that these people are having meeting in Dubai and your card reading machine is being hacked. You are telling me it's not the coup of the general? If not, why what was Obasanjo, T.Y. Danjuma, Baba Abdul Salam, we are doing right inside the steam room of Goodluck Jonathan? When it was obvious that the election was rigged, they forced him to what? To call Buhari and congratulate him. And he did, because he was under serious pressure or duress. The election that brought him Buhari today, let me tell you, it was a rigged election. The whole Southeast turned their back on him.
Okay, what's the future of elections in 2023?
Thank you. The future of the election in 2023 is that we are going to boycott 2023 election. Ask me why.
Who are the we?
We, the Southerners, the Southeast, Southwest, South, Mid-Belt. Because why?
The Southwest has a potential candidate.
Listen to me. To sign electoral bill is to what? To prepare for 2023 onslaughts. But the electoral bill, what is going on now? Buhari has turned his back on that bill. He has returned it to the senators in the House. He has not signed it. You know what it means? If he sign electoral bill, it means every Nigerian is ready to vote his own candidates. Nobody's gonna manipulate the card readers. Nobody's gonna bring a 12-year-old boy to vote. Nobody's gonna buy anything like vote again in Nigeria. It is gonna be like how it is being conducted in the United States. The electorate are no longer to decide. It is no longer government of the people, by the people, and for the people. It is going to be government of the elites, government of the usurpers, government of the so-called corrupt politicians of this arrangement called Nigeria. Failure to sign electoral bill.
Buhari has rejected.
Yes, he has rejected signing electoral bill. What manner of human being is he that doesn't want peace or good thing for Nigerians? Where do you think that man come from? Our handwritings not written on the wall, on the walls, that this man is less. If I abuse him, now you will be like play your neutral role instead of allowing my opinion to be. Listen, I have right to abuse. People have right to
abuse.
To be abused too. I have right to abuse and also the right to be abused.
You have right to criticize.
I am entitled to criticize and I am entitled to be criticized.
Yeah.
An abuse is a verbal thing. Are you listening to me? But once somebody has come to destroy Nigeria, when somebody has succeeded on destroying Nigeria, what do you think abuse is? Abuse is a verbal thing. Everybody has freedom to do what? To say whatever he likes. Jonathan Goodluck, Nigerian previous president, was abused, was kicked, was insulted, was bullied. All manner of assaults were rained on this gentleman. Have you forgotten in a haste that someone said that Jonathan was the son of a fisherman? Have you forgotten in a haste that he was accused of drinking over 50 liters of ogogoro every month?
Publicly.
Have you forgotten in a haste when they accused the wife of using the slogan or phrase, fellow widow, fellow Nigeria, fellow widow?
There is God.
There is God, though. Was that not an insult? Are you trying to tell us that Jonathan is different from Buhari? That Buhari is a white sacred cow? As for me, Ralph Tresvan, Buhari, the way you are piloting the affairs, public affairs, political affairs of Nigeria, I think you look like a big fool.
Okay, let's move on to another level.
To me, Mr. President is not supposed to answer Mohammed. Lai Mohammed is not supposed to answer Mohammed. Why? Mohammed portray to them in the Middle East, to them in the northern Nigeria, as a messenger of Allah. Why are you bearing such name and still telling lies? Why are you bearing such name and still you are not ruling Nigeria well? You are supporting bandits, you are supporting Boko Haram, you are being part of corruption that has spoiled this country, and your name is still Mohammed. Excuse me. Anyway, maybe Mohammed committed a lot of crimes. 630 AD.
Let's not
yeah,
in that
after Christianity. Because everything about Mohammed, the people bearing that name are evil. Lai Mohammed is an evil man. Lai Mohammed, many people were killed at Lekki Toll Gate. He said no, nobody died there. And he's bearing Mohammed. What are you saying? Let me express myself. Because if truly that Mohammed is the messenger of Allah, he would have come down in this present life and attack all of them. Okay? You as a Christian, there's a level you will commit sin. Okay? Jesus Christ will take care of you. Are you listening to me? Christ, Jesus, has appeared to many. And it's for correction. It's for salvation. Lai Mohammed is lying again. Lai Mohammed is telling us that Buhari is the reason why Nigeria is one today. He said Nigeria Buhari fought tooth and nail to keep Nigeria as one. Ochibanjo said Buhari has thoroughly performed more than any president that has ruled Nigeria. Ochibanjo, imagine this kind of nonsensical sense of nonsense. What of a statement? It's okay. Maybe he was not a pastor before. Okay, he was a pastor before, but now not a pastor. When you remove the suit of your pastoral responsibility in the past, you hang it and do what? Start committing punishment, punish everybody, commit crimes without punishment. Then when you finish, what do you have? What do you have to do? You go to your wardrobe again and carry that suit. Put on the suit of what? A pastor. And you become a pastor. And God will be looking at you. What kind of statement is that? Christian, this connotes all this, analysis, connotes the reason why I come this morning dancing around.
Is there any way forward or any way out?
Thank you so much. Anyway out. I always be suggesting and profiling solution on this platform. The only way forward is each region, mid-belt, core north, southwest, southeastern Nigeria should go back to the former regionalism. Regionalism, as it was preached and canvassed by Agu Ironsi, Regionalism, as it was preached and canvassed by Akintola, Baba Akintola, and Awolowo. Regionalism, as the so-called British vampires, sorry, emperors, those ones that ruled us here, our colonial masters, suggested it. Unitary system of government. Centrality is the federal. Other regions are states. Each month, they give tithes to the central. Every region manages their resources and natural endowments. Christian, that's the solution. And thereby, what am I trying to say? Give the southeastern Nigeria the Jewish state of Biafra. Give the southwestern Nigeria Republic of Oduduwa. Igbo man and Hausa and the Fulani man are not meant to be together. Fulani tribe or Eres is the wicked tribe in the world. They are number 3 in the world. They are ranking third of wickedest tribe, the wickedest tribe in the world. Igbo man is not like that. We don't want to stay with them. Igbo man want to go. Yoruba man is not like that. I've never seen Yoruba and Igbo wasted blood. They are staying over 54 years now together. Yoruba man has never one day come out and cut Igbo man head. Carry the head, they show up. Say, this man, na Igbo man, he abused Oluwa, he abused Oduduwa, he abused Tinubu, he abused Awolowo. No. Yoruba man is not like that. Igbo man, there are many Yorubas living in Onitsha. Odutola house. From Odutola house, you enter River Niger. From River Niger, you come up to what? Timber Shade at Obogu. Now Yoruba man got the house. We've been staying there for years with Yoruba. Nobody killed the landlord. Nobody killed his kinsmen, his children. They are there now. Them there now. Are you listening to me? No Igbo man killed them. We live as brothers. Yoruba man has never wake up one day and say, yes, every man in Lagos, you must worship Ifa. You must worship Sango. You must worship Ormila. If you don't do that, we will kill you. No. A man decides to worship the gods he likes. He or she likes. You don't force me to worship your God. I don't force you to worship mine. I am responsible to my own decision I take in terms of what? Religion or religious activities. Are you listening to me? We are an entity that should be on our own. I mean sovereign state of Biafra. So that there will be peace in Nigeria. Yoruba have to stay on their own. Go and release on the Igbowo. Igbowo is suffering for nothing. Absolutely nothing. Igbowo has not committed any crime whatsoever. Nnamdi Kanu is languishing in what? Jail. They kept him over how many months now at DSS facilities? Suffering. They have taken over 21 samples of his blood. Nnamdi Kanu should be careful about the kind of syringe. The syringe they are using to pierce your skin. Be careful about that syringe. Syringe might be contaminated. Syringe might be, injected with virus. Nnamdi Kanu, be careful with the syringe they use on you. DSS, I'm coming to El Zakzaki, the charity leader. DSS has been stealing 4 million that is meant for the church leader and his family and his members feeding every month. 4 million. DSS, they have been stealing that money.
That is an accusation.
No, it's on the paper. No, it's on social media. No, we know. No, we had it. It's on the paper. No. They are thieves. Accusation, reply, go and investigate. That is the problem we have in Nigeria today. Somebody will kill, they will say it's an allegation. You caught him red-handed, they will say it's an allegation. Buhari is stealing our money, they say it's an allegation.
Mr. Alafe, if you go before a court of law, what you are saying, it remains an allegation. Except the court grants that it's true.
I have a question for you. Does Nigeria have courts?
You have the one that is in
somewhere in Ilori. Okay, the courts are GRA. Are they there? Are you sure it's a well constituted court of what? Jurisprudence. Okay. Jurisprudence. A court that will say the right thing. A court in Nigeria Eh? Emeka Yediora won election. Emeka Yediora won election. Eh? PDP second. Another party third. APC fourth. A court in Nigeria. Jump Emeka Yediora. Match him on the head. Jump the second person. Match him on the head. Jump the third person. Match him on the head. Declare hope. Uzodimba, Ozodimba, a winner. Do we have a court in Nigeria? Do we have a court in Nigeria? Courts may not embezzle money that is meant for pensioners. A court in Nigeria sentenced him only how many months? A court in Nigeria, somebody that stole 9 billion. A court in Nigeria said, go and pay them 750,000 naira. A court, you have a court in Nigeria. The Super Cup, Abakiari, connect with Hot Puppy and do American what? Firms of billions of dollars. Nigerian court is still casing at Abakiari. Nigerian court is still investigating today. SARS officials, Special Anti-Robbery Squad, a branch or department of Nigerian Police Force, killed and maimed Nigerian youths over the years. No court in Nigeria has been able to hold one policeman. No policeman has been jailed by any court in Nigeria. Do we have courts? You mean court of competent jurisdiction? A court that knows what it takes to be justice. Oh, do we have courts? A court in Nigeria. They are looking at the Kanu situation. They are looking and going through what? Documents. Court, one of your own, was abducted at what? Nairobi Airport, Kenya, without due process, without what? Accurate, the way United Nations, made it to be that before you can extradite or abduct somebody, you should go through so and so documents. You should use it before you can bring a culprit outside into your country. Do we have court? So court knows about Nnamdi Kanu case. So court knows about Sunday Igboho's case. So court knows that Buhari did not pass WAEC. Buhari has no document. Court? What are you talking about? What about the result accreditation, certificate accreditation, WAEC accreditation given to Buhari was illegal? Do we have court? Court, my foot.
Thank you very much.
Nigerian judiciary system, legal system is rubbish. No court is working in Nigeria. No court is working in Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
No court is
Raphael, Transven, Mbechi, you can do your research. Most of the reports we have here this morning, subject to research. Meina was not given months, was given years in prison. And also we have other things that have been said. You can check for yourself, because we will not rely on information given by some of the analysts here this morning, because I see some of these reports as not factual. We should understand how systems work in Nigeria. We should understand how the judiciary works in Nigeria. If you don't know how it works, if you have a court standing, you need to bring a case before that court, then you need to defend your case. If you can't defend your case, don't blame the court. I'm President Chiku on this one edition of Bystander and Newsstands. A big thank you to everyone who have been a part of the program. Also, a big thank you to the man behind the camera, Mr. Femi Davies, and also boss Flip. I'll say bye for now till tomorrow. As we celebrate the Christmas season in Lagos with the Hammer Time till tomorrow by God's grace. And also a big thanks to my guy, Mr. David. Bye for now. Till tomorrow. Thank you very much.